Hello, welcome back to my channel, whoever's here. Oh, we have 4 people here. Oh, awesome. I'm glad that you are back here hanging out with me again. I appreciate it. Sorry, excuse me. So, her father did nothing to her. Joe, if you're still in here, oh, yeah, it was a while ago when you left that message. I just noticed that right now. I don't believe he did either. And I'm not even sure that, you know, I don't know how many who all watched that. Hey, what's up? So did everybody watch it? Oh, you know what? I really thought about streaming that. I wasn't sure after today's debacle with the whole Jared thing and stuff. I wasn't sure about how I felt if we should do that or not. I know everybody was anxious to hear. Should you guys want me to try to you guys want me to stream the vigil? I will go and get it and stream it. Hello, Share Bear. No, I think she's full of crap. I think she's totally full of crap. I think it was really sad. Yeah, I wasn't sure about what to think about that either, if that was something we would want to stream or what. Yeah, I know. And I know everybody was really, we had talked about even trying to watch this thing together, which actually I wouldn't be allowed to do. I did look into that. I wouldn't be allowed to do that. Um, but yeah, I don't buy her crap. I really don't. I mean, I feel like it's so ridiculous the way they, in my opinion, they chose to act like she had, you know, come to some kind of epiphany in the middle of this interview. And that's what told her what happened to her child. I don't know if her dad molested her or raped her. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. He's not been convicted of anything, so I think we would have a hard time saying that he did. Hasn't been proven, but she acted like she was able to all of a sudden get these suppressed memories and whatnot, and pretended that he actually is the one who told her to lie and carry on like an idiot the whole time. I can't even really believe that. I think she's a liar. I think she's a liar. She's a very good liar. Obviously, according to her, he told her to lie about all that. I guess told her to go party and carry on at clubs. Yes, exactly. Alyssa, that's exactly what she said. That her dad told her to act like that. Yeah, whenever you see it, Beck, you'll see that she just literally, she's such a victim. She came up with a way to say that how her dad actually is the one who took Kaylee's life. but she acted like she didn't even realize it. She didn't even know. Well, she held her lifeless body, but she didn't realize she was gone. I don't. It was a lot. It was really wild to me. Yeah. No, she absolutely that. I was really curious what she was going to come out with. No, you know what? Oh, I didn't even see that. How did I miss? I don't know. I didn't see your email. I didn't check it today. I don't think I've checked. I did check my email today, but I just really fast. I don't know how I missed so much stuff. Yes, I did hear that she's in custody and she is going to be extradited. I got to tell you, I have a feeling that they went to Mexico for that reason, thinking that that would work out well. I think it's not. Can you imagine going through their judicial system and into their prison? Well, that's what happens whenever you. Yeah, I think it's going to be bad. I think that, cartel runs the prisons there anyway. And even if they didn't, I mean, it's just not going to be. I'm not buying her lies either. She's a spoiled brat. I think so too. I think she really, really. Oh my God! Did you love the way she was like George and Cindy, and just wow. She just really makes me sick. She makes me so super sick. I can't stand it. She's so gross. She's a liar. How did her dad tell her to act like she was still working at Universal Studios? And her dad tell her about some make believe nanny. Why did she ever need a nanny when she wasn't even going? She didn't work at all. Psychopath. She is. I think so. The thing, you can't have double jeopardy in this country. So, um, to me, she could just come out and tell the truth at this point. But, she's tired of not feeling comfortable out in public. She should never feel comfortable ever again. She should be in prison. So I don't feel one damn bit sorry that she doesn't feel comfortable anywhere. I don't know. How did you guys feel about her dragging all that, those pictures and all that shit to that place, that rental or whatever? Um, really? What a damn show, huh? That was irritating to me. I didn't even, I was like, seriously, I don't even want to see that shit. It was all for the camera. It's all crap. Yeah, I don't, from what she said, and I don't know if she's wrong or right. I don't doubt it. I don't know. She says her dad was a cheater, a gambler, and the mom was a breadwinner. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Um, and quite on, even if he did rape her, which I don't know that he did. I don't think that there's any proof of that. But none of that means that you're allowed to kill your daughter. Shit happens to people, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. The problem is that girl doesn't tell the truth ever. So who knows? Who the hell knows? Well, I don't know that it didn't indicate. I don't know that he was a retired cop. I know he had been a cop, and then he was supposedly working in security or something at one time. He had been a cop at one time. That's all I know. I can imagine why she don't feel safe. I mean, there are some messed up people out there that will act and worry about things. And I don't think she should feel safe. And quite frankly, I'm not concerned about that. I mean, I honestly don't. The fact that she is not in prison, that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She's trying to get everybody to, she hasn't been able to live quite as comfortable of a life as she lived while her child was in her trunk or wherever, until she disposed of her. She was living quite well right then. She hasn't been able to do that. And so that's been a problem for her. That's my opinion. This is all my opinion. I don't believe for 1 second that her dad suffocated that baby and so he could rape her and then pretended she'd been in the pool. I mean, this is a whole lot of stuff going on here. When people already said they knew that she would give the child, what is it, Xanax? That's where they say the whole Zanny, the nanny thing came from, because she called Xanax her nanny. Well, she says that her dad told her how to act. Her dad told her to lie because that's the way they live their lives. They live their lives as liars. They lied about everything. That's how they were, how she was brought up to do, was to lie. Right, yeah, go ahead, leave. I wouldn't be surprised if that girl, I mean, it's internationally not welcome. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, all that stuff. Now, seriously, her dad told her to drag them to make believe office at Universal Studios. Her dad told her to do that for reals. That's a real damn stretch. And all this sobbing, I'm sure she is sad. I'm sure she's doesn't care for the way things are going, but it's not because she killed her child. It's because she doesn't get to go and have the life that she wants to have. That's what the problem is. I can't believe the people that back her. I mean, really? Right. No, absolutely not. She needs to be treated like, I don't know, like I hear Billy Joe Howell is getting treated. She's apparently not getting treated well in different places. No, society needs to absolutely not accept this kind of stuff. We don't have to accept it. That's what she doesn't understand. You can get on there and act like, whatever. Act like, Santa Claus raped you. I don't know. Say whatever kind of bullshit you want to say. And pretend that was that was a reason for you to get rid of your kid. But guess what? Society does not have to tolerate your shit. They don't have to. For whatever reason, a jury acquitted her. Great. I didn't. I did not. And this is what terrifies me about a jury, quite honestly. Because I would play hell that they're my peers. Pretty sure they're not. And, you can't do it in the public. And this is what's really scary, too. Talking about even the Delphi trial coming up. They're going to want to change venues. But, Fig and I were talking about this the other day. Changing venues these days does not necessarily... That's a kind of a thing in the past, I think, because with the internet and everything, where are you going to take it to that people don't know about it? Everybody does know about it. still we find, again, juries that I would, what I would want for, if I have a jury, I want them to first take an IQ test. That's what I need. And then I need to know that they have common sense. They need to be my literal peer. Because I see some jurors that are not real bright. We have too many cases of people walking around that are absolute killers. They just are. Okay, I don't give a shit what happened. O.J. Simpson did that. He just did. I don't care. Not even just going to say that's my opinion because that's what happened. And I know it. And same with that idiot. Her child cramped her lifestyle. And did you guys notice how she said also, remember how weird things were at the time? I do remember Cindy saying, or I don't know, yeah, Cindy said that Kaylee's father had passed away. There was a bunch of weird shit with all that. But then she says today she was raped, and I don't even. Oh, hi, William. Yes, I look forward to it very much also. Yeah, and definitely look at with more things happening this week. It's going to be totally exciting. Awesome. Yeah, you guys, William's coming on panel on Sunday. We're going to go through the whole Delphi thing. Yeah. Yeah, so basically everybody's raped her, apparently. Right. No, I do too. That's exactly the way I feel about it. You don't ever know what you're going to get out of the bullshit. Really, what you're going to get is bullshit, period. I can't stand to listen to all these people that want to just they just do the PC thing, just going to say what sounds best and this and that, and okay it by everybody. No, well, how about we just get the damn facts, the truth? No matter how raunchy or nasty it is, whatever it is, it is. It's just what it is.
Let's be closer.
Closer? Okay. Except for like... Right. And they only say what what is, popular or, whatever works for them. They really do. No, I don't think she's not overseas. Did you watch the thing, William? Her show? It was on last night on Peacock. Where the truth lies. Where the truth lies is in her mouth. That's where it lies. Yeah, she makes me sicker than shit too. Oh no, her dad is the one that did it. Her dad did it, and her dad's been raping everybody apparently. Oh no, it's a limited series on. I think there was 3 of them. 3, pretty sure that's what it was, on Peacock. No, that's exactly right. Top hats. That's exactly right. And everybody would probably be a little bit surprised to know who actually owns them. Yeah, that is 100% right. Right. No, media is supposed to be, they're actually supposed to be work for us. That's why they have freedom of the press. They have the freedoms that they have because they're supposed to let us, the people, know what the hell's going on. And that's just not happening. Oh, right. Oh, she's getting paid, no doubt. And she also has a job. She's working for one of the guys who, she's working for somebody that worked on her case, right? She's a researcher. I think for an attorney, I guess. It's somebody who worked on her case. And also, she had this guy on there. It was such a joke. This guy who said he put $2 million into her case, um, just by talking and going through things, she had this epiphany and was able to figure out, because all this time she didn't know what happened to Keely. She didn't. She never knew. She just told the lies that George told her to tell. And so by going through this interview process with NBC, she all of a sudden, was able to come up with these suppressed memories. And all of a sudden, she realized that George raped and killed Kaylee. Right. No, exactly right. No, she does. Yeah. And they said, oh, they trust her so much. Oh, yeah. She got paid for that. There is no way she was going to do. First of all, they let her just put on a damn show. Disney owns Peacock. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But who owns Disney? That's what you got to worry about. Who owns everything? Oh, yeah. Well, remember all this stuff. I don't know what happened, but, they were talking all about how her and Bias were sleeping together and stuff during this. I don't know if they were or not, but look what it did for his career. He was not considered a good attorney. Next thing you know, he was defending Aaron, what's his name? Oh my gosh. The Patriots guy. Oh God. I can't, the Patriots guy. Anyway, he ended up defending him. Yeah, so everybody made, a lot of people made a lot of money off of that stupid hooker. I can tell you that right now. A lot of people did, including her, because you know what? What did she have? She had nothing. That's exactly right. It's very scary, and it works. Aaron Hernandez. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, I was like, I kept wanting to. I couldn't get it in my head. Thank you. Yeah, he defended him. I mean, here all of a sudden he's some big shot attorney, and yeah, I guess he should be since he got that hooker off, and everybody knows she did it. Oh, good God, right? Exactly right. I can't stand people like that. And you can see it's written all over. You can it's so clear. But what I was thinking about today was how many people do you think she literally changed? Do you actually think that somebody went, "Oh my God, she didn't do this. She's a victim." I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Does anybody believe that she changed anybody's mind? Oh, hi Liz. I'm doing great. Yeah, this is. Did you watch it, Liz? It's so disgusting. I'm very, very curious how many people she really turned and changed their mind, because to me, it was actually hard to watch because I can't even, it was pissing me off. I wanted nothing more than to slap the dog shit out of that girl for many years. And how dare you do that crap? Oh, what did I do here? Right. See, and that's all it takes. That is what is so crazy. You can, the media puts out some shit, and next thing you know, everybody is all on top of it. I can't watch them. I cannot watch. Like I said, people can have all these derogatory things to say about YouTube. I didn't get into YouTube for a long, long time. Well, just fairly recently, but you watch the news and you're like, okay, I can't watch this anymore, because you literally have an agenda and you push that agenda on people, and people take it and run with it. I did. I did, William. See, I think, you know what? I wondered how that was going to change how Sunday's going to go. I'm very curious about that. That is rape. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get out of that stuff. I don't. There is some, there, no, it's way too effective, Top Hats. It's too effective, because you know what? Like I said, when I'm talking about a jury, the whole way this is, it's supposed to be a jury of my peers. Well, I just have a very hard time believing that these people have the kind of sense that I have. You need to be an actual peer. You need to think the way that I think. You can't have my life in your hands if you don't have any more damn sense. I just can't have it. And I don't think people realize it's very expensive to have an attorney, to pay for an attorney to be in, to do anything is expensive. But when you get into the courtroom, it goes from what, 300 an hour to 1,500 an hour, or, something like this. I don't really know for sure. I've never gone to court. I've never had a trial. But I think that people try to not pay enough attention to the jury that they have. That's very, very important to me. I would want to spend big money on the jury, and I want to talk to them. I don't want to defend myself, not trying to be Brooks, not trying to be Ferguson, not trying to make an ass or mockery of anything. But I would want to have questions of my own. Like, do you have a lick of sense? I need to know if you would pour piss out of a boot. I need to know that. Because otherwise, my life cannot be in your hands. But we don't have really smart people running around these days. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm very interested to hear. Yeah, I am, because I was rather surprised yesterday. Oh, that's awesome, Share Bear. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Why would you watch that stuff? We usually have it on. We have the TV on mute all day long, and I look up every once in a while and I think, oh, good night. I don't even want. Sometimes I think, oh, I want to hear this, and I go, no, I don't. I don't. I don't give a shit. Because the fact is, we all form an opinion based on what they tell us. And that is so very sad. I don't want my opinion. I have been places before and left and had the media tell me what happened there. And I'm like, no, that's not what happened. I was there. That is not what happened at all. I don't listen to that stuff. But even and not getting into, not trying to go into another thing at all, but I literally heard the media say one time a what did they say? Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to say it. I'll let it go. It'll start all kinds of rumbling, but they literally did not. They said two things at one time, and it stirred up a whole country on fire. That was ridiculous as shit. Oh yeah, you know what, Share Bear, on Sunday, William is going to come on panel with me, and we're going to talk about all the the bridge guy, all that stuff, the Delphi case. He knows everything about it, and I think I know a lot about it. I've been interested in it and stuff for the whole time. And then even just this week we had stuff come out that I didn't even expect. We talked about this last week. We didn't even realize that there would be more stuff come out. No, you know what? You're right, because I believe you're right about that, William, for sure. Because honestly, what they were trying to say yesterday was that it's because they're minors, but I think they couldn't. They're probably not minors now, not still minors. I think you're probably right. And they did say there are more people. Yeah, sure. What I believe the situation is that you have some shows that are their opinion shows. But then you're supposed to have like the news shows that just tell you the news. But to me, they're all opinion shows. They tell you what they think. Yeah, it's going to be really cool, I think. I think it's going to be super awesome for him to give us everything that, like I said, I've always paid attention to that case, but there's lots I don't know. And that's the whole thing about YouTube. Okay, this is my opinion. What I'm telling you is my opinion. We all watch the same show, and this is what I think about it. I think she's a lying whore. That's what I think. They killed her child. That's all I can tell you. I mean, but I'm not 5 o'clock news. I just say shit the way I see it. I can't. That's the only way I can do things. And that's the whole thing. This is my opinion. This is what it's all about. And it's nice to have a conversation with people that, that we can just talk about it together. Because if you notice, they don't have anybody coming back and saying, "Hey, I didn't see that. It's not what I saw." They just do what they want. Well, the problem that I have with some of this, William. Sorry, I should put that up there for everyone to see. No, William, my problem with this is that if they've known this stuff for very long, it's really not okay for this guy to stay out on the streets for so long. And anybody who's with them, I get they have to have evidence, and I get this. But these are sick people that don't need to be on the street. Because I don't, first of all, my idea about things are this, okay? When you get caught, I'm just going to pull something out of my ass, okay? When you get caught stealing, guess what? That is not the first time you have stolen. That's just a fact. I believe that. Would find it very rare that you would get caught the first time. When you get caught kitty fiddling, whatever, that's not the first time. And it's definitely not going to be the last unless they put you on pedophile island and let you fend for your damn self over there. You can't rehabilitate from shit like that. You can probably rehabilitate from stealing. Hey, Frazzled. Wow, you're late. Yes, but you're here. We're very happy to see you. I don't believe that people get caught the first time they commit a crime. I don't believe that. So, who knows how many times people have done the things they have done. Me either. I can't believe that either way. And it really disturbs me to think that they've had this evidence for how long. I mean, if they haven't had it for very long, they should have, based on what we've learned yesterday. Right, because you know what else, William? What we're talking about are people working in your local CVS, working at your local Walmart. Okay, I don't know, every time I get checked out by someone at Walmart, I'm pretty sure they're stupid because they irritate the piss out of me. But I don't know that they are pedophiles. I don't know that they have taken someone's life. But you know what else? If the law knows it, they need to be gone. How many people what has happened to other people that we don't know about? When get them out of society. It's sick. It is sick. And everybody has, the whole country, to me, that's why I say, why would you change venues? You can take that shit to Africa. People know about it. People know enough about it. It ain't gonna, and Delphi needs to have that happen. They need it themselves for that to happen there. They just do. Because clearly there was no rush to judgment because we've been doing this shit for 6 years. Right, but do you agree with that though, Top Hats? You don't get caught. When you get caught, it is not the first time you've done something. No, it's not. You can't tell me that all of a sudden, you just decided to fool with this one kid and you haven't done it already. My ass. I don't buy that. So the minute we know about it, get them the hell off the streets. Don't act like you can rehabilitate them. You cannot rehabilitate some ass that has a thing for kids. I don't believe you can. I don't believe it. Look at Josh Duggar is going to be let out. Josh Duggar is going to do less time than Todd Chrisley. You tell me what the hell's wrong with life. That's exactly right. How do I know? Hi, how you doing? Whatever. I don't know that this guy's hasn't just touched children somewhere. Makes me sick to my damn stomach. I want those people gone forever. Oh my God, Top Hats. Let me tell you, you could ask You could ask Mr. Snotty. I have had myself some rants before. I have sat there at Walmart and pretty soon I'm like, okay, who said they need $15 an hour? I'm about ready to freaking kill myself. Hey, Jessie Lynn. Yeah, but you made it. You're here. Good to see you. You and Frazzle both were late, but that's okay because we're still here for you. Yeah, I've been really snotty at Walmart before, I can tell you that. Like, guess what? I don't give a shit about your personal life. I don't say it, but if I could actually check out sometime this century, that'd be awesome. I don't know. Yeah, you definitely deserve a raise for F my life. No, I don't believe a word she says. I don't believe the word that comes out of her mouth. Right, you're right. And that's the thing, though, because this is when it happened, but it cannot be. You don't just start out taking two baby girls. You don't. You've already done something to somebody. I can't believe anything else. No, you're absolutely right. They are. Thank you, Sheriff. This is my problem. Because guess what? Touch my child and shit is gonna become real damn real. I've been very clear about that my whole life. My kids did not stay with anybody. I kept my kids. I watched my grandkids as much as possible. Because I'm telling you right now, don't put my kid out. Don't put your shit out there for my kids to have. I won't have it. You want to be a sick, twisted effort. You need to get the hell away. I cannot even stand it. I cannot stand it. And that's what really pisses me off for Casey Anthony to go and cry and carry on about how she was treated. No, some people have been treated badly like that. That has happened to people. And I don't think you can be fixed from that. You can't, it's just going to stay with you. You can't just be okay all of a sudden ever. But so to me, it's prevention. We make sure nobody had access to my kids. Hell no. Because I will kill you if you touch my child. Not having it. But then you have pieces of shit like her that are going to tell you that her dad told her to make up all this horse shit. Really? Because he raped everybody in the damn family. So he told her to lie about everything on earth. Okay, no, that's not how that shit works. But we need to be real about it. If we have solid proof, you know, William, this is the problem. Okay, if they had those shells, they had all that stuff, all this shit they've had for all this time, and he's had access. They're your local friendly goober ass pharmacist in town. Really? How many people went in there and talked to him about a damn yeast infection or who knows what the hell you talk to your pharmacist about? And he's a sick ass pedophile killer? No, that's what's going to piss me off is when we find out that how long they've known. He should not have been hanging around CVS or anywhere else. Should have been in prison a long time ago. You know, we have found out that they've known about Keegan Kline for a long. All this shit we've known about for a long time, and it's just sicker than crap. Oh my God, Jessie Lynn. No, okay. That was somebody messing with me. Somebody was trying to fire me up because it's not hard to do, as you know. Um, Yet she does not have a child. She doesn't appear to be pregnant. She appears to be a big ballin', squalling, carrying on. Everybody has raped her. Her brother, her dad, Kaylee's dad. I don't know. Because anything that has ever happened to her was not her fault. Oh, hi, Southern Grammy. Didn't see you in here. Yeah, they absolutely did. To me, they did. Because it sounds to me like they knew this stuff for a while. And so, guess what? Seriously? I think you're absolutely right. And you know what? This is a thing, Jessie Lynn. My idea is this. She maybe I don't know. I was never going to get on board with anything she says because the girl proved to be nothing but a damn liar from the get go. That was a damn fact. That we know. We know that. And so she did have to come up with, why she lied because her dad told her to lie. Really? Her dad is that damn stupid to tell her to haul the damn police over to Universal Studios? No, I don't think so. But this is the deal. People could have got on board with her, maybe, but she just went way too far with it. We watched you be a total hooker while your daughter's missing. We watched this. I'm sorry, but we did. We just saw it with our own eyes. And so now, you didn't just say that, her dad didn't just go in her room at night. He also put the pillow over her head. I mean, she just didn't. Really? I mean, for fuck's sake. Right. And you know what? Has she not put her parents through enough? You know what? Maybe he was a cheater, a gambler. I don't know. Lied about working, a liar. I don't know. We know there's lots of men who do that. I was fairly familiar with one for a lot of years, my own self. But that doesn't also make them a pedophile, and it doesn't also make them a killer. I don't know. Did you guys not find it sick the way she said shit about watching the she took every word her dad said at any point in time and turned it into sexual. But it's taken her 10 years to come up with all this shit. So, Exactly right. Jessie Lynn, she just not too long ago had a bar fight with some girl over a guy that she's been dating who's a cop. Oh, I just love the cop that's going to date that stupid ass. Really? Sleep with one eye open, you dumbass. Okay, see, William? Okay, exactly right. Whatever he had to do with that, they did know about him. And his father. That's not okay. You let these predators 100% out there. That's a big problem for me. No, right, Jessie Lynn. She has put her family through so much. The fact that she took their grandchild. We all know as a grandparent how right there you've already killed me. And now you're going to blame it on me. And not only that, I raped you. I mean, for God's sake. And her brother, too. Her brother raped her also. I mean, who hasn't raped her? Yep. No, you're absolutely right. No, it's all about money. And then That's what I'm saying. I'm very curious to know how many people are going to take this and run with it, and all of a sudden feel sorry for her. Yeah, not me either. Hell no. She doesn't live. Well, I don't know who she lives with, Jessie Lynn. I know. She said she had a roommate in the show. She says she has a roommate because they went and stayed at a rental, her and this uh, reporter or whatever. And she had to drag all kinds of horse shit to make it look like she loved her daughter. She might have loved her daughter. I don't know. I think she loves herself way more than anything. That's really the problem. She doesn't love her parents or her daughter or anybody more than she loves herself. Period. Right. Yeah, regardless, William, they're sick pedophiles, period, and they've been allowed to roll. That's not okay. Oh, I'm good, thank you. Oh, she's very in love with herself. Yeah, she said she has a roommate, but they had to go to this rental because she enjoys her privacy. Yeah. Look what she drove to her parents' house. Not privacy. Hmm. But she enjoys her privacy, and she does have a roommate, and she doesn't, she wants to respect the roommate. But she works for somebody who worked on her case. I'm not quite, I think it's one of the attorneys she had. It's not bias. It's not bias, but um, she's been working for him for 10 years, doing research. And for court cases. There you go. It's exactly right. Yep, Frazzle. Exactly right. Yeah, it's one of her attorneys. It is. I don't know if she lives with them. She didn't mention who she lived with. But she did say she's been working for him for 10 years. And he was on there too, saying how much he trusts her. Absolutely trusts her. Yeah, it was this interview process that made her bring back all these suppressed memories, and them showing her. They actually showed her the video of Kaylee's memorial service because she's never seen it, really. And that sparked all kinds of things that made her understand what happened to her. Exactly right, Southern Group. See, it's so ridiculous. You can't even stand it. Yeah, it's not bias though that she works for. It did show the attorney. He spoke, and it might have said his name. I didn't pay attention to that, but I know what bias looks like, and it wasn't him. She had a whole lot of people working on her case that didn't make a dime. But again, like we said, they become very it worked for them. Bias was not a good attorney, or not a well-known high dollar attorney until he got that hooker off, and there he goes, off and running. No, I think you're right. But what I think is happening with the Idaho stuff is that, well, Nancy Grace said the other day that the DNA is not coming back with anybody in the system. I can't imagine her saying that without knowing it for sure. But we knew he had to have left his DNA in that house. We know that. And we know they can get that shit back really fast. Look what happened with that jogger in Memphis. Right, right, Jenny. That's what I'm saying. We're supposed to pretend that she only watched it for this special. Come on. Yeah, I do think that they know who it is. Or I think they have the DNA in Idaho. I do think that. And then I did hear today, again, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to do with Idaho because there's so much crap that comes out. But I heard today that there was a 911 call that night um, at the sorority uh, place. It's very near the house. Oh, they have. Okay, I was gonna say I knew that. I heard they were doing that. They were gonna try to do that, and because I can't imagine they have to be able to solve this one. They have to. There's no way there is not. There has to be DNA in that place. There's no way around it. I can't see that happening. And I just feel like everybody's going to be sick. Well, of course, everybody already is sick about it. But they're going to know who it is. And can you imagine? My God. To find out that you know somebody who did that to anybody, much less because it's somebody close. It just has to be because that is not an easy out. It's not. You and now even I told you guys the other night that I had heard retired police officer from there say that it's not a through street. That is not random. It couldn't be. And then I watched this morning Bullhorn Betty there, and she's saying this is not an easy way to get in and out of here. This would not, and it is different when you get there. Like I could totally feel it from her when she was saying being here by this house. That's how I felt when I got to Quentin's house. It felt so weird to actually be there and look at it and think of what happened, in that house. And this one, can you imagine? Oh God, I really can't. Right, Jesse. Right. I don't know. Yeah. Oh God, I just know that has got to feel so creepy and so weird. I just can't imagine it happening to you. Yeah, and that's the weird thing, William. Where for a while there, they were telling us that they left at 9 o'clock, and then we went back and forth. They left at 9, and then they left at 1 or whatever. But it is right by there, and I just, oh God, I don't know. Even if the person has taken off, which sometimes I don't know. I don't think this is somebody who's just going to go and do this. He obviously can do it, and I don't think that everybody has that in them. Personally, I don't believe that. I know that I certainly don't. But whether he took off or not, they're gonna somebody is gonna not believe that that person did that. I have this very sick feeling about that. See, they keep changing that, Jesse. They depending on who you hear, it goes back and forth. That's why I'm like, God, I feel like I don't even want to talk about it because there's so many rumors or whatever to this. Right. They had to be very familiar with that house. They had to. And just thinking about it, like I said, that is not a through street. And even Betty was saying today, like when you see this woods area and behind the house, She said, really, it's not that much. It looks like a lot more when you watch it on video. She said, it's not that much. It would not have been easy. They would have had to have known what they were doing. It was very much specific. Okay, so what you, I think I might have heard that too, Top Hats, where maybe because the original, what we've heard in the very beginning was that there was a 911 call of somebody outside unconscious. Do you remember that? So what I did hear people talking about today was, or at some point, I don't know if it was today or not, but that they saw like probably Ethan and then went outside and they passed out. Is that kind of what you're thinking or no, Top Hat? You know what I feel like, William, lately? They are not releasing any 911 calls ever lately. And that is so getting on my nerves. Because and they do act very, very weird about that 911 call. That is one thing in the press conferences that I have found that they answer questions really weird. They act very odd about the 911 call. And they have said that it was from one of the roommates' phones, but not, they haven't said the roommate didn't make it, but they very much insinuated that. But the very first one said, okay, see, right? Because because we kind of have gotten away from the fact that it was somebody passed out outside, and that was the original thing. And in my opinion, if you went downstairs or went upstairs and you found Ethan, you would have just ran out the door. It does sound like a very good theory to me also. Because people have continued to talk about this person being passed out, but nobody has mentioned again that they were passed out outside. And that was the very original thing I had heard anyway. Okay, right. But they started acting like the passed out person was inside, which made no sense to say they were passed out when they were clearly massacred. Right. I think so too, Tom. Yeah. But you know what? Because it brought it back though, because that was the original thing. The original story the first story I heard was that somebody was passed out outside. Right. And that's what we're saying, William. The thought now, what people are saying, we've kind of come back to the original thing that the first thing we ever heard about this was a person was outside passed out. And that's what they're kind of getting to is that they went upstairs, saw that, and then because as soon as you come upstairs, the door is right there to go outside. And so they would have just run out because that's what I would have got the hell out of there immediately. And did you guys see? That's right. But am I right? We quit hearing about the person being passed out outside. And I remember that being the very first thing I heard. But, what was I just going to say? Now I kind of forgot. Yikes. I had something really brilliant to say. I'm pretty sure it was. But every time we forget what we were saying, we assume it was a lie anyway. So we're just going to, good thing you forgot. Right. And we knew that wasn't good. We knew that wasn't going to fly, Jesse, right? That you couldn't, because that is not what you would say. And then I heard somebody saying, like a 911 operator saying, "Oh, that's just what we call anybody who is, any." No, it's not. No, it's. I don't buy that. Right, right. So here we go. Let's all take everything from somebody commented on Facebook. Well, that's about the same shit you get from the news. Might as well be a comment on Facebook. What the hell? It's all a bunch of crap. And so, this is why I kind of feel the way or not kind of, I definitely feel like with Leilani. I think they did not need to arrest her until they had what they needed, because God forbid we keep, I think these days we're having so much evidence against people and not convicting them. That's a big damn problem for me. Oh, absolutely. I'm sure of it, Jesse. And you know what? Not even, that's a small town that does not have a lot of crime. But you know what? My, uh, it's a small town with not a lot of crime, but there are lots of cops that will retire and never even see a scene like that. Like, my understanding from this, and definitely seeing the blood coming down from outside. That's what I was going to say a minute ago. It wasn't a lie, I guarantee it. Um, they did come out with a picture that showed that same area without the stuff coming down, the blood, with nothing there. Oh, let me see. Oh, good night, William. Thank you so much. Thanks. You have a good night, and I can't wait for Sunday either. And tomorrow I'm going to mail your shirt. So, yes, definitely get some sleep. Thanks for jumping in. Right, right. It was very recent. Very, very recent. Yes, Jesse. And okay, I couldn't remember where I saw that. But yes. Um, so to me, I didn't really doubt that it was blood, but still you kind of want to. You don't want that to be blood. It's so gross and so sad. But yeah, I think we're pretty sure that that's what it was. And so, although I don't know the exact scene, from my understanding, it's pretty bad. And so there's no way that somebody didn't leave DNA. We knew for sure that was. Oh, of course. Thank you for coming up with it. We love it. Yes, of course. Absolutely overkill. It was in my head, I know that people have said they kind of compared it to like Charles Manson kind of thing. In my head, I've been, because that was not personal, Charles Manson. That was just crazy shit, drugs, and I don't know what. I mean, they didn't know these people. But I've had the OJ Simpson thing in my head for this whole time in this, because that was very personal, and he pretty much damn near took her head off. He almost decapitated her. That is very personal and was quite a scene. I mean, we all saw the pictures of that, but that's the way I've been picturing this. I don't want to picture any of it ever, but I do. Right, like they really were, they hated somebody in here. Yep. No, you're absolutely right about that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about that the other night too. So it's like a situation where they kind of um almost like a flip, they buy this property, they fix it up to rent out or whatever. So they're not putting a whole lot of money into it. See, that's the thing, Frazzle. When I was hearing today that there was a 911 call at the sorority right near there, like at 3 something, like 3:08, just for a disturbance. You just think, wow, what? Maybe something did happen at that party. I don't know. I think that what's happened is, we've kind of, for me, I've just listened to different people go through who they believe the target was. And I can get on board with a lot of things I've heard, but I don't have any reason to argue it. They all sound pretty good to me. But I think we're going to end up being surprised. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was Kaylee, because everyone started out really thinking she must be the one. I think they do know for sure who was targeted. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, for sure. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is it's for one of these parents, they're going to have a double devastation, because they all have not only lost a child, which is, horrible. I mean, it's just horrible. But they lost him in a very nasty, horrible, horrible way. And what's going to happen is one of those parents are going to find out that it was somebody that they possibly loved and trusted and did not believe they could do something like that. It is the worst pain ever. It is. You can't get over it. You can't get over it. You can't. But can you imagine to find out that this would be somebody that you've had in your home, you've trusted, you loved? I mean, that just is, how much worse is that going to be? But see, that's what I'm saying. Every time I hear somebody give an argument, I'm like, okay, I could go with that. But who is that you, okay, so you guys give me your guesses. Tell me who you think. I mean, it's just what you think. Who are the two targets that you have, Top Hats? And I want your guess too, Jesse. Please tell me what your guess is. Because I can't dispute anybody's arguments that I've heard. They all sound very plausible to me, because I don't know. But I just know that, we all know we lost our son last year, and to find out his girlfriend was responsible, that even was another punch in the gut. Right. Right, Faisal, that's what I mean, that has got to be. See, you know what? I really got on board. I think it was Betty that was talking about Maddie the other day, and it was making a lot of sense to me. It was. Yep. Did you hear her give that, when she explained all that, Jesse? It sounded very possible to me. And another thing that I do think about is Kaylee didn't live there anymore. She had moved out, and Ethan didn't live there. So that's probably possibly where you're coming from, Top Hats. And I think it was definitely a surprise about with Ethan, because once again, we have heard that he wasn't in bed. Now we don't know that shit at all. I know, Top Hats, you think I'm just saying rumors, and I am, because I don't know. But I think that might have been the surprise. But yeah, I kind of feel like Kaylee and Ethan are almost um, ruled out. Okay, well, hold on then. So maybe I'm okay. So you're talking, it could have been Kaylee's, the way that they talk so highly about him. Well, the way I feel about that obviously depends on the evidence, but we all remember how everybody, Lacey Peterson, her family totally defended that jackass for a long time, because you can't believe it. You can't. You really cannot believe that somebody that you have had in your home, that you have loved and taken it, it's really hard to believe that they would do that, especially something so outrageous. I mean, this is some really crazy shit. A lot of things are crazy, but I mean, this is very personal. I mean, to be able to just literally stab people like that, that's, oh God. Ugh. That I have thought, I think that I feel like Aaron, or Ethan, sorry, Ethan for sure was not, they didn't plan on that. That's what I think. Because even though they definitely knew the area, they definitely knew the home, shit's going to happen that you didn't plan on. I still think the person was in the house when they all got home. I think that. Yes, exactly, Jesse. Yep, I think so too. Yep, I think so too, Top Hats. That's what I mean, because she had already moved out. Yep, yep. That's exactly what I think too, Top Hats. That's why I think it's quite possible Maddie was the the target. And like I said, Betty had a really good case for that. It sounded really good to me. I think so. I think that's exactly what happened. But, and because one thing that Betty said that everybody has got to acknowledge, nobody talks about Maddie's boyfriend. There is nothing being said about him. Like, I don't hear anything about him. Oh, wow, Frazzle. Wow. Yeah. No, it was last week, I think. Or Monday, maybe. She made a really good case for because we haven't heard anything. Nobody, when you talk about the people that they've actually ruled out, they have ruled out this person, that person, this person, that person. Nobody is saying anything about Maddie's boyfriend. Nothing. And that's weird. And now I know a lot of people knew Kaylee was there, but she didn't actually live there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was before they got there. Yep. Yep. No, it was maybe even Friday or Monday. I think Friday. I think I heard her talk about that on Friday because you weren't here for Friday night fun. I think we all talked about it, right? Top hats the last Friday night. We talked about Betty saying that. Right. That's God. Can you imagine? Exactly right. Top hats. Holy crap. If that's your child, and honestly, they weren't even the doesn't even matter. God, it's all horrible, all horrible. And the person who did it, I don't give a shit why. That doesn't matter. It's all horrible, horrible. But you will spend the rest of your life saying they didn't even want to do it to my kid, and my kid's still gone. Oh God, it's heartbreaking. Oh, she wasn't on very much today. I don't know. Maybe not gonna lie, I watched the whole Casey Anthony lying debacle bullshit today. So I didn't catch everything. And I'm gonna admit I actually fell asleep while the baby slept today, took a nap. I took me a little tiny siesta in the middle of listening to Casey Anthony lie some more. I didn't get enough of her bullshit 10 years ago. I went ahead and took on some of it today. But she didn't have what I saw today. No, you're right. You are right. That's 100% true, also, Frazzle. Right. And that's kind of the way I feel what I'm saying about like Kaylee's parents are saying, they 2000% trust her boyfriend and they know he didn't do it. He's family, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what Lacey Peterson's family said too originally. So that I think the same way. But it is weird that you've not heard the police talk about Maddie's boyfriend at all. Nobody says anything about it. Yeah, there wasn't a lot, Frazzled. There wasn't. Because they just had barely gotten there and it's freezing. Yeah. Let me tell you guys, I have lived in some cold weather climates a lot of times. But Mr. Snotty and I went to Boise last December. I never been that damn cold in my life. Oh my God. I think about it. We were there less than 24 hours and I still feel a chill when I think about it. It was freezing. No, I know, Top Hat, me too. But I can't stop. I actually haven't even been able to sleep this whole week. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm not even joking. I was so cold last year. I could not even believe it. You were too? I know all this stuff, it does keep me up a little bit. Mr. Snotty said today, he goes, every time I wake up, I reach over and you're gone. I have not been able to sleep. I've been so tired this week. Everything has just wound me up really tight. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Cher Bear. I'm glad you didn't get stressed out. And I hope you're here Sunday too, because I think it's going to be awesome. I think we're going to get a lot out of that. I'm very anxious for that. What's the matter?
Couch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do it, please. Oh my God, me too. Jessica, can't stand it. I'm so tired all the time. My kids always say, well, you text me at 3 a.m. And I'm like, yeah, well, it was just one of the times I was up. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad to have you in the chat. It was awesome. Yes. Think about our Friday night fun too. That's very no stress. Good night, Cher Bear. Oh, you take sleep meds? Oh, see, I'm scared. I cannot. I'm scared to death of that. I won't even take Benadryl when I need to because I'm like, oh, it makes me tired and I don't like feeling weird. I'm too afraid of that stuff. Just be careful. I don't trust them, Jesse. Just be careful. Right. I don't see any reason for it, Top Hats, and I'm glad. I can't imagine that there's any reason to do that. I hope not too, because I think it's silly. To me, again, I think that this is my personal opinion. I think that Savannah Police Department did exactly as they should do. That's my opinion. Oh, Nesta. I feel like that sounds familiar to me. Yeah, me too. Because really that actually happened pretty quick. And, honestly, by it not happening right away, I feel like, but again, that's another thing that Betty and them did do is they wound Billy Joe up to run her mouth. And that is not going to help in a trial. That happened. Wait, I don't know if I understand. Yeah, for me, I don't know. The very day I heard about Quentin, I just was sick and it hurt my gut. Same with Levi. I think Levi is why I haven't been able to sleep this week. And I will let you guys know that I did hear from the family friend today. Um, I've really been praying a lot for her because, she didn't do it. And it's all really hard on her. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I've just heard of commercials about Lunesta. And I always think, is that the one that makes you promiscuous and gamble? I don't know. Some of these drugs that they say are going to help you do something, the side effects are way worse than what they help you with. I don't, I get nervous about all that shit. Oh, thank you. No, I really, this woman has had a really hard time because a lot of people have come down on her because they feel like she should have done more. But she wasn't aware of all of it. I mean, the child lived for 5 months. She only saw the child one time. And today she said, she had to go and completely throw her best friend under the bus. She didn't have a choice. She went and talked to the GBI today, and that was an easy thing to do, but it was the right thing to do. And I thanked her for doing it and said, I've been praying. I, I know it was hard for her to do. Oh, okay. So you've already had it. So maybe it's not going to cause her to go sleep with everybody at the casino. Huh? No, I think, I don't know. To me, I think it was right. I think they did what they should have done. I disagree with what they did. As far as Leilani was concerned, they waited till they had remains, and yeah, they could have arrested her on some stupid shit, but you can't hold somebody for that long. They say today that um, she's on suicide watch, and then somebody says she's in protective custody. I don't know. I'm sure it's best, but at some point she's going to get. You know what? I don't know what they did for Jeffrey Dahmer, but somebody took justice in prison, and I was not upset about that one bit. Right. This is what you do, and this is why I like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little annoyed today with the whole nonsense that went on with that hearing that got YouTube all in the middle of nonsense. I didn't care for that. But I also would like to know why we can't stream court cases, because every one of us have a right to sit in that courtroom. That we have a right to do that. There you go. Top hats, that's what I'm saying. The worst of the worst cannot handle those sick ass people. So yeah, that's what I think too. I have a problem with them saying we can't be in a courtroom, because we have every right to be in a courtroom. I understand that when they have ones that are high profile, that and there's just not enough room and they have to manage it somehow. I get that. But every one of us have every right to fly to Salt Lake City and be sitting in that courtroom. I could go to Phoenix every single day of my life and sit in a courtroom every single one. I'm allowed to do that. We are allowed to do that. This shit is public knowledge. We're allowed to do it. So why, it actually only helps them if people stream it and show it on and they air it, because then you don't have all the people there. We have that right. Now, of course, along with every other thing in life, COVID has changed every damn rule under the sun. Again, don't even get me started on that shit. But I think we all have a right to sit in every single courtroom. When they say they're not going to air a trial, I'm like, yeah, I'm not even quite sure that you're allowed to do that. I don't know. I have a big problem with my rights being taken away, and I have a right to be in every damn courtroom. I just do. That's the way I feel. See, that was a really bad thing that probably happened there. And I don't even know. My understanding is he actually wasn't streaming it. Well, but I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I was listening to Casey Anthony. So I don't know what actually happened. Yeah, that wasn't good at all. No, it wasn't. So what's going to happen then is my assumption is that none of it will be aired. And to me, I have always been a huge fan of Adventures with Purpose, but Jared Lasik is a narcissistic ass, if you ask me. Learning what we've learned has been extremely disappointing for me. And he all but admitted to it. So I'm not sure how it, some people are like, well, we don't know. Well, I kind of think we do. Yeah, that was not good at all. I think so too, Jesse. I think they kissed his ass. Well, and you know what? Why did they have to just completely cancel it? I don't even get any of this. First of all, yeah, a hot mic is not good. Even if you were allowed to do that, which my understanding is you're not. I don't know for sure. I have not gone. I have not tried to do it. Right. And why that? Why that? This is the kind of shit that pisses you off. And what it is looking like to me is that he's been doing whatever the hell he wants to for a long time. And getting by with it. And that's so annoying. Especially when I really had a lot of regard for them. I held them in very high regard. I've been so disappointed since this and finding out so many things about him. But yeah, what do you mean? That you're exactly right. She didn't even postpone it to this date. It's just they just stopped. I think that's pretty screwed up. Because okay, maybe you from what LB said that a person who streams it could be charged with contempt of court. Okay, so you know what? Charge that person and move on. Or do whatever and move on. But you're right. She didn't even give another date. I think that was bullshit. It feels to me like the piece of shit just got another thing to go in his favor. But we are allowed to have public access. You know what, Jesse Lynn? I am allowed to go to every hearing all day, every day. People don't realize that. We are allowed to be there. When they say they're not going to air it, I'm like, why? I almost pretty much think you fucking have to, okay? It is my right to be in that courtroom. It is. It just is. You're right. Okay, but still, she wasn't very professional about it, though. If you ask me, I don't think she was very professional. If she wanted to be for real, like, okay, I found out this is happening, and it says you can be held in contempt of court, then take the person who did it, hold them in contempt of court, and move on with life. Because there again, who's going to ever stop doing it if they don't get held? To me, I can't believe that you're not allowed to do it. But if you're not, then you're not, and you need to be held accountable. Who's actually being held accountable right now? Nobody for anything. Not even a rapist. Nope. Nobody is being held accountable because somebody had a hot mic. Well, great. My understanding, I actually always liked Duty Ron, but my understanding is he was blaming other people for that. And I'm like, I don't know enough about it. I shouldn't, because I was not listening. I wasn't on the chat. I was listening to Casey Anthony Light. That's what I was doing. No, Jesse, this is what I heard is this, that when you call in for the stream and you get in there, it tells you that you are not allowed to record it or do anything with it. Again, see, I have a problem with that because I think everybody should have every right to be there. That's what I think. I don't care if you're a YouTube creator or who you are. And why not YouTube creators? Because you know what? If they let Court TV in, they're allowed in there. Why not let anybody else? Frankly, I think it's my right to watch it however I can. But there again, I heard that when you do chime in, it tells you you cannot do that. Okay, fine. And people did it. So hold them responsible and then move the hell on. But she actually stopped the proceedings and didn't even give a date, which honestly, that is really rare. The fact that she did not even say, we will come back at this time. She didn't, though. This is what gets to happen. And oh, okay. That's what I was going to say. I heard somebody say this, but I am telling you right now, I was not listening to all. I heard bits and pieces. I didn't get the whole thing, so I don't mean to act like I did. I am not saying I did. I don't know what happened. Right. Probably she did. She just, that was awesome for her to get the day off. I don't know. I have a really hard time with that because I always think that if you notice these days, everybody has their birth scheduled. You don't just go into labor, oh, I'm having my baby on this date. So I've been a real sarcastic asshole for the last several years and said, oh, I don't know, are we scheduling the child's birth around somebody's tea time or what's happening? Because I firmly believe that if you go into labor naturally, it's the most natural thing on earth. Let it all happen naturally. And maybe you won't be in labor for 30 hours if you let it happen on now. I don't know. I get very irritated about all this shit. Yeah. So it's like, obstetricians don't have to be on call anymore because they just schedule it and whatever happens. Right. I was going to say, I heard that there was a lot of stuff going on. Right. So I'm really not, I'm not putting blame on anybody. Quite frankly, I don't see why we can't watch it. I have a problem with not being able to watch it because I think it's my right to watch it. Right. And you know what, Top Hats, why should it be that way? Why? When you have a predator that's been out there for all these many years, once again, we have a right. He needs to be stopped, and we have a right to know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I heard. I was listening to, I was trying to catch up with it. So I listened to LB a little bit and then I went over to Justin's and listened to what I just heard Justin, I replayed and heard what the judge said, but I hadn't known about all the other craziness. Yeah, I mean, it's so weird because almost always the judge says, we're going to come back at this date. She always talks to the lawyer, is this a good time for you guys? Can we work this out? Because they have trials, they have different shit going on. That's what I always hear, but I didn't hear that today. Just buy. Yeah, like you said, just buy. That's it. Yeah, I do. I have a problem with that because that's not the way it normally works. That's not how it works. And it's her courtroom. She can do what she has to. It's up to her. But I don't like people. I just don't like whenever they just go so against. To me, I think COVID put them in a sense of they're allowed to. There's so many things from COVID that are never going to go back to normal. And that because it's just worked out very convenient for a lot of people to keep things this way. And the court is a huge part of that. No, of course they do, because what the hell was that about? We all have every right to see what kind of a low-life piece of shit he is. And I say that because I have been a very big supporter of theirs. But no, you are no different than anybody else, mister. And to me, he admitted it. I would love to see his numbers fall. I would. But they probably won't. People like a train wreck as much as anything else. Oh, see, I didn't. I'm going to have to go back and watch, you guys. I have to go back and watch. Because I kind of forgot. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, shit, that hearing's on. And so I went on and I saw Justin right away. And right when I went on there, the judge was saying bye. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I couldn't figure it out. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Oh, that's funny. I know, because I had not known about that part of it when I was on Justin's, and I was like, so why can't I watch it? I'm allowed to walk into that courtroom, so why can't I watch it on TV? Why not? That's the part I can't stand. That's what really annoys the piss out of me. We're allowed to go to every trial, but with COVID, actually, you're not now. And they're going to just play that shit for all they can. No, I will. Okay, that's what L said. LB said somebody else, but she wasn't sure who it was. She said she only knew about Duty Ron because somebody said it in the chat. She said it was Doug Bishop. She didn't know if it's the Doug Bishop or not, but because you could just write whatever name you wanted to. But I don't know. I think what she was saying was she was going back and forth with her chat, actually. Somebody was saying they had special permission to do this. I don't believe that. It was not okay. Yeah, that's what she said. She was, oh, I don't really know who it was. Yeah, I haven't caught up on all this. I'm gonna have to do that. That sounds funny. But I think it was somebody had said that it was maybe the person who named me Snot Rocket that was also in there with a hot mic. Yeah, I guess I think we can hear too now. I don't know. I'm so annoyed with everything that happens that I don't bother paying attention at this point. Right? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was extremely annoyed that last year my nephew had a hearing, and we weren't allowed to go. And I wanted to be able to go so I could see him actually, but because we couldn't visit or anything. We couldn't even send him anything. And I think I don't know, I probably didn't tell you guys about that. I told somebody that yelled at me about something about it, but I don't think I told everybody. But it turned out that I was able to call into his hearing and watch it and hear it. And the crazy thing is that um, my little baby, my little namesake Jack, um, he was born 6 weeks early, and my daughter-in-law had to stay in the hospital for the last month because the umbilical cord was had no give whatsoever. So if she would have gone into labor and she was not at the hospital, he would have bled out and died. So she had to stay in the hospital. So I'm watching this court hearing on my phone, and my nephew got sentenced, and 1 minute later, my grandson was born. It was crazy. So I really wasn't good, but I wasn't allowed at either place. I wasn't allowed at the hospital for my grandson, and I wasn't allowed at the courtroom. I was not allowed anywhere. I didn't meet my grandson for weeks after he was born. That's bullshit. Right? Can you believe that? I couldn't even. And it was my son's first child. He was just an emotional wreck. No, we couldn't go, and they had to leave the baby there at the hospital and go home themselves. It was a really right, right. We didn't want no exactly. We want to be very careful, but it was crazy to think I have this grandbaby and I don't even get to meet him. It was really crazy. But he was in the NICU unit for several weeks. But believe me, he is very healthy now because he wears this granny out every day. He is on the move. No, he's a precious baby. I would do anything for his safety for sure. Oh, my nephew's got a long road to. It was a horrible thing that happened. It was. Yeah, it was somebody in Savannah that wanted to tell me how, who the hell am I to talk about crackheads and this and that? And I finally said, no, drugs have played such a huge part of my life, not me personally, But, I told you, you guys heard my sister's story. We dealt with that for a lot of years. We've had a lot of problems in our family with drugs, and it's been a big problem. And so I am very aware of it. I don't take it lightly, and I'm not okay with it. But this was a really big one for me. My great nephew, just the sweetest kid you ever seen in your life. And he's such a sweet little boy that, um, I kind of have some OCD things. And one time I was trying to put something in the trash, but I didn't want to touch the trash, and I'm fooling with it. And next thing I know, he's like, "Here, I got it, Aunt Jackie." Just a sweet boy. And but he got into opioids and ruined his life. And he ended up taking a life. It's horrible. And he has to live with that. And it's not a good thing. He was the sweetest kid ever. I'm not kidding you. I just adored this. I still do. I love him to death. He has to live with it. In a car accident, and he was, yeah, and those people lost their child, their son. It's it was so horrible, so horrible. Oh my God. Right? See, that's the thing. Yeah, you wouldn't know this kid that is wearing me down to nothing was just this itty bitty thing. He couldn't, even when he finally could go home, they couldn't get him in a car seat that would work because he was too small. You know him. No, I don't believe anything she said. I don't believe her for a second. I think she's a piece of shit. He actually got what did he get? You know what is crazy, Jesse Lynn? You won't believe this. At this hearing, I mean, I was sobbing. I was sobbing so hard. Well, he called me every week. We talk all the time, and he said he didn't ask for special. He said, "Don't give me special treatment. What I want, I wish my parents should have gotten that call, not this kid's parents." He's very very sorry for what he's done, what he did. Um, but believe it or not, um, the prosecution actually asked for a lesser time than what was the suggested amount because they all and the judge actually, it made me cry. The judge said, "You know what, this child literally has remorse. He has huge remorse, huge." Yeah, that's just it. My God, it was so crazy. I had just told my sister, "I'm afraid somebody's gonna die. I'm scared to death. These kids, oh my God, they're scaring me to death." And I love them so much. So when it came out, my sister actually called me and she said, "Okay, I need you to look at your phone at my text message, but stay on the phone with me," because I just welled. I was just that stuff. Drugs piss me off so bad. So I don't like anyone to tell me, "Oh, don't be calling people this, don't be doing that." No, they ruin lives. And I am sick to death of that shit. It's nasty. It's not okay. No, you're right. It's a, but you know what? He can never, I tell him every time, all you can do is pray, because how do you ever, you have to live with, you took somebody's life. And I mean, they laid it out to him, and he sobbed like a baby. No, he has never been okay with what he's done. He knows what he did was horrible. It was really bad. They actually kept him in protective custody in the beginning because it was right during all the riots, the Black Lives Matter thing, and he's a white boy, and the kid whose life he took was not. No, no, a life is a life. I don't give a shit what color you are. See, this is my problem. I don't care about any of that. But they were actually afraid what would happen to him in there. Right. And you know what? I was the first one to say, hey, listen, somebody's life is gone. So let's be very clear here. I mean, I still love my nephew to death. I love him to death. I always will. And this is what I say. That kind of shit needs to not be in people's lives. And this is what scares me, Jessie Lynn. Doctors prescribe this shit to people. You know how many people are getting hooked on it? This is a thing. This is what's very annoying to me. This boy, his two sisters have chose to take that path. Breaks my heart. We don't even know where they're at most of the time. He was not that. He was not that kid. But he had a dirt bike accident and got put on this shit. And then they get attacked, and then they get addicted to it. That's what pisses me off. That stuff is, the doctors are giving that shit. Now, I know it's, what do you do? I mean, he's been like my own baby. I've been so close. He's my great nephew. Like, my brother is so much older than me that I pretty much grew up with his kids. So my great grand nieces and nephews are just, I'm just so close to them. They did. You know what? That makes me so angry. And that's why I won't take anything like that. I won't. If it makes me, it's exactly right. Yep. That's exactly right. Even if it causes you to gamble. I mean, how the hell does a medication cause you to gamble? But I've seen commercials that say that. Why are you putting that shit out? Why are you doing this? Because it's money. People have so, this is the problem. These are the kind of people, those are the silent killers. Those are the people who make a lot of money and get to sleep very well at night because it's a child. It's whoever has gone out and taken a life. They didn't take a life. They just got people hooked on shit. I've been so pissed off about this that I think, okay, I don't know what heroin looks like. If somebody brought it to me right now, I would have no idea on earth what it is. I don't know what it looks like. I don't even know. From movies back in the day, I feel like it was always something that you shot up, but I don't know. Maybe you can smoke it. So I don't know what the hell. But at one point I was like, okay, well, it sounds like some really good shit. I might want to try it. That's just, and I'm kidding, but it's not funny. It pisses me off, but it's obviously really good because people are just dying left and right on this shit. You just don't know. You want to trust your doctor. You want to trust things, but anytime, way back in the day, before all this opioid thing got so crazy, well, as far when I knew about it, when I had a car accident and stuff, they gave me shit. Even when I had surgery, they gave me stuff. I didn't take it. I do not want to feel weird. I don't want to feel weird. I don't like that. I'd rather be in pain. I don't like it. And I'm very glad I always thought that way because who the hell knew that they could probably be giving me something that would just change my whole life, change my kid's life, change everybody's life. It's disgusting. It is so disgusting. They have the cure. Oh, you know what? I absolutely believe you, Trump. You know what? I'm 100% believe that. You know what? I will bet you I'm not a conspiracy theorist because, first of all, I don't think they're conspiracies. I think a lot of shit is actually just a fact. I think they're just facts. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in a lot of bullshit. I would not be a bit surprised if they had a cure for cancer and they would not let it out because it's money, money. I 100% believe what you're saying there. Yep. Right. And you know what? We all can just deal with the pain. We can just deal with whatever we have to deal with. Okay, you know what, Frazzle? I've heard this. I've never had Ambien. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard stories about Ambien that people do things they don't remember doing. Like I don't know. I had a friend tell me one time that her friend um, quit her job, sent a text to her boss and said, "I quit and I hate you, f you, blah blah blah." And the next day didn't remember doing it. Well, you know, I don't know. To me, I always think people are looking for excuses also. But I've heard some crazy shit. And I don't know, do you guys know Michelle McNamara? Did you ever hear about her? Um, oh my, see, I bet. Why? Why do they, everything I've heard about Ambien, why is it even being given? I don't get that. I don't understand why it's happening. If you know Michelle McNamara, she was the one who was all about catching the Golden State Killer. And she died because she took um, prescribed, what do you call it? Oh my God. Shit. She took Adderall every day, and then to go to sleep, she took Ambien, and that killed her. She wasn't a drug addict. She was hardcore chasing down the Golden State Killer. What? See, okay, that's what I've heard, Top Hats, that people would do shit they did not remember. Oh my God. Do you still take it? It sounds to me like something people should not take. Oh my God. Oh my God. Seriously, frazzled? Oh shit. Oh Lord, I cannot. Right. Do you know who I'm talking about? Jesse, Michelle McNamara. She's married. She was married to the guy from King of Queens. Oh, thank God. But why did they give it to you? Because you can't sleep? Is that, I mean, is that it's a sleeping pill, right? Yeah, that is horrible. Yeah, that was terrible. And you know yourself, Jesse Lynn, heroin killed my son. And I mean, this is what, you know what it's like. I hate that shit. I hate that so bad. And I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm being judgmental. No, I have not said near what I would like to say about it. Not anywhere near. I have a hell of a lot more to say about it. Oh no, just be careful. I just get nervous. I don't trust that shit. I won't even take, I don't sleep. I never sleep. I'm so tired all the time. But you know what? I will not even take like over the counter. I won't. It scares me. It scares me to death. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you said, Jesse. And that's, see, fake friends. Mm-hmm. Not awesome. That's so sad. Yeah. Try to have a better, a good frame of mind. I think that's definitely always. Oh my God. Top hats. Wow. So fortunately, you didn't have anything tragic happen and then you figured it out and stopped taking it. And you probably managed to figure out how to sleep without that at some point, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's what I heard. My friend told me that. She said, I couldn't imagine it. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I send out a hateful text, it's real. It's not Ambien. Never, I've never taken it. I'm scared to death of that stuff. I've heard really horrible things about it. Why are they, like Frazzled said, why are they still giving it to people? And my friend was like asking her friend to give them to her. I'm like, why are you just told me this horrible story? Why are you wanting it? God, ugh. I don't sleep, but I'll much rather not sleep. Hell with that shit. My God. Yeah, if you listen. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't, but I think it affects enough people that way. I've never had it. Want to hear my? Yeah, I do. You want to come on and tell us? What do you want to? Oh my God, that sounds hilarious. Uh, I love to hear stories. Uh, okay, you need. He needs surgery. Yeah, well, that's probably best. Top hats, I think it is. I guess. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, yeah. So it's just coming in. It's just coming in. So this is very recently. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Right, right. Oh my gosh. Hello, Mom. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh my God. That is funny. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they got a pill for it all. No, they have a pill to do something, and then you got to have another pill to fix what that one's doing. And that one might be causing you to go to jail. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is. I think it is rare. Mom to 48. Wait. That, oh my God, isn't that right? Yep. Yeah, just so happens I'm pretty damn rare myself. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Right. I was gonna say, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have to take it out. They have to. No, you know what? You're right, Frazzle. I one time put the patch. I did the nicotine patch. That gave me crazy dreams. That caused me all kinds of issues that I'm like, okay, cigarettes don't cause me that. Oh, wait, what? Okay, hold on, you guys. I have to go to the restroom. I need to hear about this medicine. I don't even know. Why are you guys all on this? Holy shit. Oh, okay. I'll be right back. My gosh. Okay, I'm so sorry. I had to go. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to catch up here, you guys. Oh my god. I was just gonna, okay. I didn't know what that was. Oh, okay, okay. I know I'm like, I don't know what HD is. Okay. All right, I'm trying to catch up to what's happening. Yeah, I still think it's not okay to take things that are causing you to hallucinate. So, Frazzled and Jesse, you're still taking things that do that? Sorry, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go so bad. And Mr. Snotty's asleep. Thanks. You don't? Okay. Oh. No, I think that what's happening is, and I don't know this, I don't know for sure, but people are taking things like heroin or whatever, but I think the doctors can give you things that are stronger. That's what I've been hearing. I don't know, but I know that. Oh, okay, that's what you take that for. I don't. I feel like the stuff that you get from the doctors is worse than shit you can buy on the street. I don't know. They just had a fentanyl bust. I don't know where, but they said it was enough to literally kill everybody in America. I won't take anything that I don't know. Even if I know, I don't take it. I don't even get prescriptions filled if the doctor gives them to me. But you want to hear something stupid? They're giving all these people all this shit. I cannot get them to give me any. I cannot. I have given up getting anything from my freaking eczema. Okay, I don't think anybody's dying on it's a cream, for Pete's sake. I'm done fighting it. I just live with cuts all over me because I'm done fighting with them. Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say I wasn't sure which one was stronger. Right. See, that's what okay. Right, because I could have been given that and maybe taken it. I've heard a lot about Ambien, but I've never been prescribed it. Thank God, at one point someone didn't give it to me. I can't get the cream from the pharmacy wants to have a big problem with my cream, and I tell the dermatologist, can you please tell the pharmacy to just let me have it? And so they did, and they gave me like this little tiny thing. What kind of side effects? Not gambling and sex with strangers, I hope. Baby, go get in bed. Go get in bed. Oh my God. I just always crack up at that commercial because I'm like, are you seriously saying that right now? I don't even believe it. I'd probably rather just have asthma. I don't know. Oh my God. That's so funny. That's so wild. Oh my God. Wow. So you guys are being given all this stuff and I can't even get rid of eczema. What the hell? I'm like, are people ODing on this cream or something? Why is it such a problem? I've had enough of it. Right. You're like, okay, if that's going to cause me to have sex with strangers, then I need some. Oh my God, that's funny. Sign me up. Oh my God, that is too funny. Oh Lord. Yep. Yeah, make sure you can't get in the car. Oh my gosh. So all that makes it crazy, makes you react. Oh my God, Frazzle. What the hell? I'm so sorry. God. Ugh. Yes, Top Path. It's a steroid cream. Yeah. If only one time was I given enough to actually make a difference, and I can't get it again. I begged my doctor to talk to the pharmacist because for some reason he just doesn't want me to have it. And so they gave me a little tiny, they gave me a tube that looked like Carmex. That didn't even get me through one night. Oh, I can't think of the name. Try something. I don't know. I'm supposed to put this stuff on every night and wear gloves, um, but I can't get it. So I just finally said, screw it. I'm not going to. I have all these cuts on my hands and on my arm is all gross. Everything is really nasty. I developed eczema at 52 years old. Awesome. 51, I guess. I've had it for 3 years now. And it's ruined my life. It's on my feet. It's everywhere. It's crazy. Yes. Yes. Top hat. Yeah. And it's like, so the first time they gave me like, it's like seriously a cream, but that wasn't strong enough at all because it's real. I have it really bad. Um, so then the one that worked was like more like a gel kind of like a Vaseline kind of thing. And that's the one that works. But the pharmacy won't give it to me. Even if they prescribe it, they won't give it to me. They act like it's a controlled substance or something. It's such bullshit. So you know about that stuff. Oh my God. Oh wow, that is awesome, Frazzle. Wow. That is crazy. I will find you someone. Isn't that irritating? Like, why won't you just let me have it? I am so irritated by this. Like, I don't think is it something I could sell on the street? I mean, like, it's cream for Pete's sake. And I have all these cuts. I don't know. You can't see them. Well, I don't know. I have cuts everywhere. Because in the middle of the night, I'll literally take a fork and just scratch my hands up in my sleep. It's miserable. It is miserable. And then during the whole COVID thing, and I have to use all this hand sanitizer, it hurt my hands so bad. My granddaughter was like, "Don't, Jackie, just don't do it." Yep, that's it. That is it right there. But it's the super strong one that I need that I can't have. They'll give me the other stuff that doesn't do crap. Really, you can't get. I'm sitting here going, is this something that people are taking for fun? I don't get it. I don't understand why I can't have it. Wow, you actually have stuff that just works? Because I found, well, no, I did it. What's really crazy. So last year, um, Mr. Snotty put in my stocking some eczema cream from the dollar store. And, you know, of course, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, well, that's not going to do anything. It's from the dollar store. I bought stuff, you know, $20 at Walgreens and it doesn't do anything. So then all the kids left and we put away all the food and all that. And the next morning we had to, you know, clean all kinds of stuff. And I remember thinking when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, my hands just aren't going to handle this because they hurt so bad. And I thought, well, I'll just try this dollar store stuff, you know, because I put everything on all day constantly. And it worked. It actually, I mean, it doesn't stop the itching, but it helped all the cuts on my hands. And so we would just go to dollar store and buy like 10 tubes at a time. And now they quit selling it. Seriously. Yeah. So I just use a little tiny bit. I found some online and I just use a little tiny bit. Yeah, I did call the insurance. Yeah, we went through insurance. We went through everything. I went through my regular doctor and a dermatologist in Phoenix. I went to 2 different dermatologists, and they've all said no, they have to give it to you, but they won't. I'm not kidding. It's the weirdest shit. I even told I don't then charge me. Don't even use insurance. Do whatever, but it's not the insurance. It's the weirdest thing, but I'm so damn annoyed with it. I'm like, I'm not going down there every day to keep trying to get rid of this shit. Yeah, that stuff works. It does work. Yeah, I would pay. No, that's not it. They say that's no. The pharmacist acts like he just can't bring himself to do it. I'm not kidding. This is the weirdest shit ever. That's why I'm like, is it a controlled substance? Are people dragging it across the border? What the hell? I'm not eating it. Yeah, I figure what they're telling me is not true. So I just say screw it. And I've done really well for almost a year now with the dollar store stuff, but now they don't have it. So yeah, we did. We actually changed at one time. We moved, and so we changed, and I thought it would be different, but nope, really super weird. Because I thought when we moved here is when I got eczema, and I was like, this house gave me some kind of skin problem. And then it was COVID, and I couldn't go to the doctor. So I was all on video conference things saying, look how jacked up my hands are. Look at this. It's been I'm telling you, I decided that eczema has ruined my life. Oh my gosh. No, you do. You do awesome, Frazzled. You do awesome. You've done some really crazy, awesome things too. Right. I use very specific soap um and and lotion and stuff. I use very good stuff. This dollar store stuff is the bomb. It actually just takes the pain away when nothing else does. Yeah, it's very dry here, but winter is the worst time actually. I've just kind of gotten used to it now. It's stupid, but I just decided. It's same with TMG. I just got used to it. I don't even realize my jaws hurt anymore. I think that's what happens when you get older. You just like are like screw it. I'm not gonna. For like years, I'm like my jaw hurts so bad, and nothing's changed. I just don't think about it anymore. I just don't want to take a bunch of pills and shit. I'm not gonna do that. I can't. Double lock the door. Yes, definitely. Don't let any strangers in. Hmm. Oh, right, right. I know. I told Mr. Snotty, you know what? Just when I decided to be a foot model, um, eczema comes along and ruins all that. Oh my God, I love that you said that, Jesse. I crack myself up too. I love that. That is my favorite saying because I do. I crack myself up. Good night, Jesse Lynn. Be careful. That is my favorite thing. I'm like, oh my God, I just think funny things. Oh my gosh. I have too much fun hanging out with you guys. Oh my God. That's good stuff. I know we end up just talking about stuff. And I get myself all wound up about what we're going to talk about. And then we end up just talking about You too, Jesse. Be careful. Yeah, sometimes I think it's that, but it's just a really weird thing. Like, so Mr. Snotty takes blood pressure pills, and he takes 3 pills. And I'm very nervous about his medication because one time when he went to Japan, he called me and said he left his medicine on the plane. And I called his doctor, and they were like, no, it's very, very dangerous for him to go off of them. So I'm just wound up tighter than shit about him having this medicine. Of course I am. Well, he takes 3 pills a day, and one of them they give us almost like 2 of them. We have tons extra all the time. And there's one of them that he just makes it to the next thing. And it makes me nervous as a cat. And I've talked to his doctor. I've talked to everybody. And I said, can you just put an extra one in? Because I just get nervous. He travels a lot, and I don't want him to run out. And the doctor even did it. And the damn pharmacy won't let us have them. Doesn't matter what we've done. Still, that 1 pill, just make it. Again, I don't think it's something that is, I don't think it's like something like, it's not an opioid. It's not something we could mind altering. So why the hell do we have issues with it? I don't know. It's so annoying to me though. We are not taking anything. We never even have, we don't know what Ambien is. None of this. So what the hell? Why can't we just not get our damn prescriptions? It's a weirdest shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. So true. I'm not kidding. I would wake up and I just would have forks next to the bed because I'm just tearing my shit up with a pasta street. Oh my God. Oh Lord. It is so true, right? And everyone's like, stop doing it. I'm like, I can't. I cannot stop. It is an itch that you cannot handle. Oh my God, a bread knife. Oh shit, that is funny. Oh Lord. That is so funny. Oh my God. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh Lord. Oh my God. That makes me laugh. Okay, see, okay, now that is just it right there. When does it not act up? So at some point I might find that I'm gonna, like, I don't know, like after so many years it decides to only act up in winter or summer or something. Because mine has not stopped since it came on. Oh my God, that's killing me with I need a new pharmacy. I know. Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why mine does not go away. ever, ever, ever. Mine stays here 24/7. Ever since it started, and we did not know. My God, my kids were buying me all this stuff. My grandkids were all wound up. I didn't know. You will laugh so hard. I finally, at first, I started putting like, I had all these sores all over, and I started putting um, Neosporin on each one of them and a little tiny band-aid, and then I'd wrap everything up. My grandson was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I have all these sores. I don't know." But we couldn't go to the doctor because it was COVID. And we had just moved into our house. So I told Mr. Snotty, this house has caused my hands ruckus. Like, I don't even know. But it has not gone away. Not once. Not since it started. The only time I got any relief is the one tube of good medicine I had. I wish they never told me about, they never even showed me that good medicine was out there. With your fart. I whatever it costs. We've not tried to, because they did say, I thought it was our insurance maybe when I went to get it. Well, I got the text message and I thought it meant my prescription was ready. And then I got down there and they're like, no, we can't do it. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh God, the text actually said, can't do it. So I went through all this stuff trying to figure out my insurance or whatever, which I said, I don't, then screw insurance. I need this. And they said, no, that's not, it's been stupid. It's been absolutely stupid. You would think I was trying to get a hold of, Oxycontin or whatever that is. It's such bullshit. Like, seriously, I just don't, my hands bleed. They hurt. Like, yeah, it's just stupid. But I just get tired of it. And then it just helped a lot to find that, that dollar store stuff actually helped so much last year. And I probably bought 100 tubes of that, but no, you can't. Oh, I have not tried that. I do use a special soap, and because it's on my feet, it's everywhere. It's really crazy. And I use this thing on my feet. It's so funny. I cut the shit out of my ankle a couple weeks ago, and it was bleeding like mad. And I told Mr. Snotty, I go, you don't even want to know what I did. And he's like, I'm pretty sure it has to do with that vegetable grater that you have in the shower. I go, yeah, I took a big piece of hide off my my ankle accidentally. I use really dangerous shit on myself. Right. I know. You're like, I don't know what you think I'm doing with this. I can show you. I need it. It's just weird to me. Like, I didn't know that this kind of shit happened. I watch these shows where they're giving people, I don't know if you watch The Pharmacist. That's the one where, what do they call it? Like, there's certain ones, I can't remember, but they give them to them all three together. And the pharmacist said, if they can walk in here, they should not be getting this. Okay, it's just a cream, for Pete's sake. Oh my God. Oh, you too. Good night, Frazzled. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything. Yeah, we do. We do. And we always laugh. That's good because there's so many things not to laugh at, but we do laugh. Thank you for everything. Yeah, I need to get to bed too. Get in there and take my utensil. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. That is too funny. Yeah, it's probably time to call it a wraps here. Yep, I think so too. Don't take the happy. Right, we'll just get really super tired and fall asleep. Yep, we don't need any of that. Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, please hit like. If you're still here and you hear me, please hit like. Good night, everyone. Don't take any pills.